You know that summer's right around the corner because Cedar Point just released their itinerary for their big event, Coastermania, coming Friday, June 6, 2025. Now, most of you know what this event is if you're clicking on this video, but for the few of you that don't, this essentially used to be a coaster enthusiast event. And the reason I say used to be is because they used to require you to be part of a coaster club like American Coaster Enthusiasts in order to attend. But a couple of years ago, they got rid of that stipulation, and now it's just open to the general public.
Yeah, which you can kind of tell because it's different than Halloween Nights, where it's like everyone's an enthusiast. You'll get a lot of people that, like just go to Cedar Point or something like that.
But anyway, today on Wednesday, April 23rd, they announced their itinerary, and I think that this tells some big news about Top Thrill 2. So we'll get into that later on in this video, what this means for Top Thrill 2. But anyway, we're going to kind of go over some of the itinerary and our thoughts because there's a couple big things in this that I think stand out. Now, first of all, this is an all-day event. I think, what did we spend, like 16 hours at the park last year?
Yeah, because this event goes on from 7 a.m. to midnight, so it is just a very, very long day.
It's a marathon. Anyway, let's get into the complete breakdown of what they're saying. Now, first of all, right at the top, they say event wristband is required for all ERT sessions. I don't know if they're saying this. I don't know if they say this every year, but last year, I remember specifically on Blue Streak, it opened up. A little backstory. Most of their ERT, extended ride time, or whatever you want to call it, that is done either before the park is open or after the park closes. But there are a couple rides that they block off exclusively for Coastermania attendees. And Blue Streak in particular was open for ERT when the park was open. And people were just coming up, just regular park guests.
It was supposed to be for Coastermania attendance only, but people that weren't going or weren't a part of Coastermania were going and riding Blue Streak. So now it looks like I think they changed something where now you need to show your wristband in order to ride. People had wristbands before.
I think you were supposed to, but I think employees just didn't.
Yeah, so maybe they're changing it where they're telling them to check wristbands. Yeah. Who knows? Hopefully that is the case, though.
So anyway, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. So a 3-hour window is all the time that you get to check in. So you don't have to show up exactly at 10 or exactly at 7. You can show up as late as 10 and still get your wristband, I don't think they do a lanyard anymore. And you get your boat ride ticket. Their time for a boat ride, because one of the big things that we like going to this event for is the boat ride, because you go all around the park and get all sorts of unique views that you don't normally get. So ERT starts at 7:30 a.m. So if you feel like riding roller coasters at 7:30 in the morning, and I know that we always feel like riding roller coasters at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it's really cool riding coasters like really early, for whatever reason. Everyone talks about night rides, but like really early morning rides kind of have a cool feel to them. Anything
that you don't normally do is kind of cool. But anyway, you have Millennium Force, Iron Dragon, and Gatekeeper. So you have 3 different roller coasters, which is nice. So that should spread out the crowds a bit and make sure that one ride isn't like dominating all the crowds, even though I would assume most people would spend a lot of their time on Millennium Force, since that's the big attraction out of those 3. Next up, you have 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. And here you have Blue Streak, Valraven, Raptor, and they put down Siren's Curse. Now, a while back, I really thought that they were going to aim to get Siren's Curse open for Coastermania because it's their big event of the year. So obviously they would want to get this and highlight this ride for that event. But it does have a little asterisk here, and it says Siren's Curse is scheduled to open in early summer. While an official opening date has not yet been set, it's included in the Coastermania lineup in the event that it is open. I think that they're obviously aiming hard for it, and that's what they're pushing all the construction for, to be ready probably by maybe even the week before Memorial Day weekend. That's probably when they're going to really aim for it. but they're really hoping to have it open. And they just have it in here. And then if it's not open, then they can easily pull it out.
Yeah, and just say, well, we didn't guarantee it.
Yeah, we didn't get...
I would, if I had to guess, I would say it should be open by then. I
mean,
obviously delays happen that nobody can predict, but I would imagine that it would be open by then.
And keep in mind that all these rides are subject to change if something breaks down or if weather or anything like that. So everything is subject to change.
Rides still break down during events, so
unfortunately, yes.
Yeah. So no guarantees for anything.
And then from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., so basically the entire day, you can pick up. Now here is one of the big things that's coming back to Coastermania in 2025. They're bringing back T-shirts. Coastermania used to hand out T-shirts to everybody. And I think it was just last year, I don't know about the year before, they got rid of the T-shirts. And they were saying that everyone complained that the sizes were different, like not the right sizes. And they just said that was a big pain. But then everyone was responding, because this was during a Q&A at Coastermania last year. And everyone was responding, we want T-shirts. So they did bring back T-shirts, so you can pick up your event T-shirt at Point Plaza. And I guess there'll be a T-shirt voucher that will be handed out with all your stuff whenever you check into the park. The next time slot they bring up is 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Again, another long period of time. But this is the boat ride. And the reason that it's such a long period of time is because all the people are broken up into different groups and given different times that they can ride, that they can do the boat ride. Because obviously everyone attending the event isn't going to jump on the boat at the exact same time. Whenever you pick up your all your stuff, when you check into Coastermania, your time can be anywhere in between that period. So now we have 1 to 3 p.m. and that is special access photo op. So in celebration of Millennium's 25th anniversary, you're going to get to go behind the scenes and inside the fences. And that's something that you can show up at any time. In between 1 and 3, there's no scheduled time for any groups or anything like that. So in this time between like 10 a.m. and basically 5:30 p.m., that's a huge window. You have your boat ride, but you're basically just free to roam the park.
Yeah.
And do as you wish, because not everything is going to be Coastermania related during that time.
Right. And that is one thing you're going to be doing a lot of just normal Cedar Point stuff during the day. Like, not everything you do is going to be a part of Coastermania. There's going to be a lot of, just walking around for a little while and then waiting for the next thing to happen that's part of the event.
And also a lot of people are going to be getting hotels at either Breakers or maybe Breakers Express or something. So a lot of people that can't handle a 16-hour day like we can, then I think a lot of them are going to go back to their hotels and maybe take a little nap or something like that.
Yeah.
But now we have 5:30 to 7 p.m. is going to be dinner. So Coastermania comes with food. Any other time at the park during the day, you're on your own with food. But as far as dinner goes, they do provide that with the ticket to Coastermania. And then after dinner, again, you just are free to roam around the park or do as you please. And then at 10 starts the nighttime ERT. And this is the big highlight of the night. Like everyone, like you said earlier, early morning rides are really good.
Yeah. But obviously they are night rides.
Everyone comes for the night rides.
Yeah,
so
obviously.
At 10 p.m. sharp, they're opening up Magnum XL 200 and you get to ride that. And that is the lone, and that's from 10 to 11. And from 10 to 10:30, that is going to be the only coaster operating for ERT. So that might get kind of backed up if people are trying to get on that. But then from 10:30 to midnight, you're going to have ERT on Maverick, Steel Vengeance, and again, they bring up Siren's Curse. So if Siren's Curse is open, they're going to have it open ERT in the morning and at night. So they're going to give people I think that's the first time I've ever seen them do that. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think that's the first time I've seen them do that, where they doubled up a coaster where they had 2 different ERT times. So that's a huge incentive for someone that really wants to ride Siren's Curse this year. And also, the other roller coaster that's going to be open between 10:30 and midnight is Top Thrill 2. And earlier I brought up why I think that this announcement is big for Top Thrill 2. The reason being is because back on April 10th, the state came out and started testing the ride to certify the ride to get open to the public. And that takes a little bit of time for that to happen. So I think that they were waiting for all the state inspections and tests to go through to make sure that it's all good to go before they released the Coastermania itinerary. So the fact that Top Thrill 2 is listed on here, I think that is them saying, okay, it passed state inspections. And if it passed state inspections, then there's no reason it shouldn't be open on opening day.
Yeah.
So that's one question that we get a lot is, do we think Top Thrill 2 would be open on opening day? And they've been saying they anticipate it. And now I think that this, I don't want to say all but confirms it, but I think this is very close to a confirmation that it will be open on opening day. So I wouldn't be surprised if in the next couple days or so, because Cedar Point opens in a week and a half from right now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they announce soon that Top Thrill 2 will in fact be open on opening day. So anyway, price is not listed. Let me see here. I don't think price is listed. I think over the past couple years, there's one price for pass holders and one price for non-pass holders. And I think the pass holders price was, I think $50 or so. Don't quote us on this. And then probably closer to like 80 or 90 or something like that for
a lot cheaper than Winter Chill Out. Like, you know, if you go to Winter Chill Out or if you look at those ticket prices, you see how expensive those are. Coastermania is a lot cheaper than Winter Chill Out. But no official price has been given for this year's.
So don't kill us in the comments if they announce the prices and they've gone up or anything like that. But I seem to remember last year us paying around $50 or something because we are pass holders. So anyway, that is it. Huge Coastermania announcement for 2025. So leave a comment down below and let us know if you plan on attending this event. And also, quick note that we did start a TikTok page. So go down. We've released a few TikToks now. So go down. Look for Beach Cliff Studios TikTok and follow us on TikTok. Now we're multi-platform influencers, content creators, whatever you want to.
Influencers.
I know we hate all those terms, but that was a joke. But anyway, if you're new to this channel, what should they do? They should subscribe.
Yeah, you should like, subscribe.
Comment. And also, as always, huge shout out to all our channel members. Go check out all the benefits that you get for that.
Yeah, link in the description below.
So that is it for this video. Summertime is quickly approaching. We can't wait. You can't wait. Can't wait to see everyone at our home park, Cedar Point, as it opens up very soon. And we'll see you guys next time right here on Beach Cliff Studios.